Kimora, thank you again.
Thank you.
What challenges have you faced in your journey from a model to a businesswoman?
What challenge? You are faster than me. Okay, say it again. What challenges have I faced? I know this question.
So what challenges have you faced from your journey as a model to a businesswoman?
I feel like there's challenges along the way every day. As a model, obviously you're more in front of the camera. You take a lot of beating up. As you guys may feel, you can equate that to other situations in your life. And you go through your journey and you learn from some of the best. I really have had the benefit of working with great legendary icons in the industry, from Karl Lagerfeld, Givenchy, Oscar de la Renta, rest in peace. You meet and work for these people and you see them in their most intimate moments. As you all know, when you're creating and you do all this stuff and nothing is good enough and you rip it up and you throw it out, that teaches like a young girl like me. Maybe it taught me a little too much, but I was like, I can do that and I can be heard and what I want is what it is and I don't really care if you don't like it, or maybe I really do care. I learned a lot being so young. And then you grow up through, the ranks, so to speak, and I started to think, well, gosh, I can't do this forever. What am I going to do? I can't be that model that's like doing this forever. What if something happens to me? What if it's all of these what ifs, I think, that kind of propel you through your career and your life and the next stage. And so that led me to want to do it for myself. And so very early on in my early 20s, I created Baby Phat, which was the female counterpart to Phat Farm. And me and my ex, Russell Simmons, who's my good friend now, created Phat Fashions, which was a huge world of fashion that answered to a specific calling at that time, which launched so many of us into the forefront. So we did that. We grew it into $1 billion business. As time went on, I thought, okay, what else can I do? What other questions can I answer? Needs can I meet? Then time started changing. Fashion started changing. So you had to change with that. I think it really just... You're asking me about the challenges, but I'm giving you more of the journey. But I think it's just kind of rolling with the punches all of the time. And being, malleable, being able to answer a need. So along the way, then the challenges would be when you weren't good enough, when it wasn't right, when this isn't what we wanted. Now we need this. How to change and how do you grow? How do you adapt? What's next? Keeping up with the times. Keeping yourself updated. I'm not Madonna. It's not like a new bustier I can put on. It's really, how do you stay relevant? How do you create something that you're passionate about, that it will resonate with other people? So I think it's about answering those challenges of the time. And I've been able to grow with that, and it's really become me. So now I'm kind of a multi-hyphenate of all these things that I love doing, and hopefully that's what you guys will do. You start here today, things may happen. It could be financial, it could be of the times. We hit a recession. People might not like what you're doing anymore. Then what are you going to do next? So it's always, I think, meeting those challenges and how you grow and how you adapt and how you stay fabulous through it all. That's really what's important. I'm always up here in this corner. I don't know if it's the same room, but I'm always telling the kids how to stay fabulous. Yeah. Thank you.
Where do you get your inspiration from?
Where do I get my inspiration? You mean in life, in design?
Like your collections, or just specifically maybe like ad campaigns or maybe that?
Oh, wow. Well, Baby Phat I sold a long time ago, but even now I have KLS. I had also Just Fab. I think it's really, again, like the changing times. I see people, fresh faces, everywhere I go, my travels. It could be, I know talking to a bunch of fashion students like you guys, you feel the same way, but it could be, the color of the ocean. It could be something that you saw, a bead, an animal, an insect, something my kids did. I think that's like the beauty of fashion. It's so unique. You can really do what you love. You can really do what you want. How things resonate with you and inspire you. What those things are is kind of omnipresent. Young people, I see them dressed, like what they're wearing. certain color, a certain accessory. I'm like, wow, I love that. Can I do something better? Can I do it different? Can I improve upon it? I feel like inspiration is all around. As long as you just are open to it. Kind of like music. If you're just open to it, it's there. Yes?
What advice would you give someone who's looking to start their own business?
Advice for someone that's looking to start their own business. I feel like some of it has to do with alignment and timing and being in the right place at the right time, which for me, when I was younger, I never was in the right place at the right time. It may seem like I was with my career, but it was always very difficult for me. But then as you grow, and time goes on, you sort of learn that alignment and being in the right place in the right time is by choices that you make, people that you choose to be around, like-minded people. You always need, like I said, help, like a hand, a help up. Always try to put yourself. I always wanted to be like the dumbest person in the room. I know that doesn't sound right, but I wanted to be with people that were bigger than me, better than me, smarter than me. I wanted those to be my friends because I wanted to learn from them, like a sponge. And I think it's really about alignment and where you place yourself and having help and support. It could be from your family. It could be someone just looking at you that day and saying, you're great. I believe in you. You could do this. It could be someone else that's helping you build and grow your business, or I'm going to invest in you. I'm going to help you do this. I really believe in you. There is like so many things, but you have to kind of be open to it and be in the right place at the right time. But I mean that in a way that you can put yourself in the right place at the right time by what you choose to do, what you choose to be, how you choose to represent yourself, who you choose to hang around. In a community like this, it's always positive information, creative people. You're growing, you're changing, you can bounce ideas off of one another. I think that's follow your passion, do things that you love. Probably answering 50 questions at once, sorry. But you all understand, right? Okay. Anything else? Hi.
Hi. So my question is, what is one of the most challenging yet rewarding aspects of your career?
Challenging yet rewarding aspects of my career. Challenging yet rewarding. I think it's to be creative. I'm a creative person in my soul. That's what I love to do. I think it's important. I think it's great so it's a challenge when you make something, when you create something, when you give something of yourself, then you kind of put it out there and you don't really know how it's going to be received. So whether that's a fashion show or a TV show or your garments, I remember there was a time when it was like, wow, I see my logo, that logo on everyone's back, on everyone's butt. It was like, okay, now that's a little much. But that was rewarding for me to see that everywhere. That gave me a sense of, like I had done it, I had made it. But also, what if they didn't like it? What if they were sick of it? That happens too. Times change. So I think it's, the creative process is very challenging. And it's very emotional, I think, and to be able to give of yourself in that way to people. And then how it's, perceived and how it's received. I think that's rewarding, but it can also be like a big letdown. You hear people all the time, like, no one loved my first collection, or they all loved it, now they hate my collection. So I think you have to take it all with a grain of salt and be true to yourself and have a positive self-image and a mental note that, it's creative, it's fashion, you throw things up, it's like art, it's like music, it's like a lot of other things. You throw cooking, you throw it up and it hits a wall. Sometimes it's going to be great, sometimes it's not. People sometimes will say, you are the best thing since sliced bread, and that's great, but take it with a grain of salt, because then the same people will be like, we don't eat bread anymore, we don't eat carbs. And you're like, what about me? So you have to kind of adapt and grow and change and always know for yourself that you are really, not self-important, but you're fabulous. Believe in yourself, I think, and other people. That will resonate with other people. Thank you.